here we are with part 8, the final of the cockpit. I just got the call from Mr. V, so we're going to run over to his place and just take a look at the cockpit. I'm very sure we're all going to be very impressed with his work. Let's head over there, get the camera set up over his place, and let him do his magic about what he's done, and we'll check out the cockpit and see how scale it looks and how neat it is. Keeps telling me to bring water for a plant that he put in there, so let's go see what he's done. Okay guys, we're back here with Mr. V's work on the cockpit. He has finished here and it looks excellent. I'm going to go ahead and let him talk about it, and then we'll get the camera over here and look inside of it so you guys can see really close how detailed it's inside there and how nice it looks. Turn it over to Mr. V here and let him explain what's going on.
Okay, well here we are for the final. This is it. It's all done and completed. And this has got the front door, it opens up as such. He's going to have a little slave in here eventually, so that slave will operate the door so he can open and close the door. Okay, temporarily I'll leave it open so you can see inside. And here's the other two. And they open up as such.
Really nice, folks. It looks really nice.
So you can see the interior, I painted it off-white or a beige color. The seats are, and the headrests are brown to match the brown stripe and coloring on the airplane. Got a black floorboard in there. I also use a Velcro, the fuzzy part of the Velcro, for floor mats. So it's got sort of carpet type floor mats in it. So for the pilots as well as the passengers. And the doors are hinged. We have 2 hinges here, 2 hinges on this one here, and actually 1 on this one here.
Get you guys a closer view as he talks here.
I put the detail on the steering wheels with the little buttons for the steering wheels on there, or the yokes. And I use the instrumentation with the gauges as opposed to the other one. And to top it off, I noticed the real one I got a picture of a little plant, which you're looking at right now. I figured it was a little plant in there, bamboo for good luck I suppose, but I couldn't find bamboo big enough, small enough, so I went ahead and made a little Portuguese bonsai plant for good luck.
We'll say that's good luck for the maiden flight.
Right. Everything is secured in there, so it's all used. I used epoxy to secure it, and then got it in, and I secured the bottom, which I'll show you a little bit on the bottom because you need support. I'll rotate it over just to show you. But on the bottom, to keep support of the floorboard, I secured a 1/4 inch balsa wood along here, epoxied in a 1/4 inch in there, and naturally I painted black to match. Same at the top. I also epoxied this in place on the rods to give it some support here, and I put a little bit of styrofoam in here and epoxied it on both sides to give this some support so you don't get any vibrations from the props. So that something may come loose as time goes on. Be sure to buff up. Whenever you use epoxy on a smooth plastic, be sure to buff it up with 80 grit before you glue on both surfaces so it'll adhere to it. I did notice that on the inside of the fuselage, before I installed everything, that I don't know what it has to do with the wax coating they put on when they break it away from the mold, but that wax surface is still on there. So when you go to epoxy everything in place, be sure you buff it up well on the inside or wherever you're going to put the epoxy, as well as the other items in there, so it'll adhere to it. Otherwise it's going to pop loose as time goes on. But there you are. It was fun to do. It's over with, and I hope that you have success in flying it and enjoy the airplane as time goes on.
And there you have it, guys. The cockpit's dead, so the plane will be going back with me, and I continue adding the wings on here and adding the front nose gear. Once I get it dry fitted on this wheel, me and Mr. V will go over to a little spot where I like to take pictures of planes. It looks like an actual little runway over nearby the local college here. We'll get some snapshots of it. We'll make sure Mr. V is there for the maiden flight also.
Well, just one more thing is this, so if anybody's interested in, I went down to Orchard and bought the off-white or beige paint that I painted the seats in the interior on the inside. Also, I gave it a wood trim effect. I don't know if he showed it, but you'll see it in there. There's a wood grain effect. I went down towards it also and bought a roll of contact paper that's got the wood grain to it. So then I cut out my shapes and put them inside. So that's just contact paper in there. And on where the flower pot is, that's actually on one of the doors here, that's actually a thin ply which I stained. It's a wooden thin ply. I stained it and then I used contact cement to put it on. Other than that, it's a fun kit to put together, and like I say, it's hopefully it'll last a while.
Yeah, the carpet in there on the floor, as you guys can see there. And for the front pilots, there's some carpet there. The instruments and the yoke sticks came out really well. Seats are nice and tan. It actually matches the paint here on the side. Did a really nice job. Pretty neat. So we'll stay at it, and hopefully we'll be flying in here in about 2 to 3 weeks. Also picked up a motor here today, so I'll be testing it out on the fit, and look for Mr. V to be back here with me soon.